have Caitlin Clark on the team. A lot of comments, reactions regarding last night's game. The Indiana Fever, when they run Stephanie White's system without Caitlin Clark, they're better without Caitlin Clark when they run Stephanie White's system. They're not a better team, but they run that Stephanie White system better when they have a point guard that can't do the things that Caitlin Clark could do. A lot of reactions from yesterday. And you know what? Hopefully the Indiana Fever agree with that. Hopefully the Indiana Fever say, you know what? This is better.
The dark side of professional basketball has suddenly become the center of attention, and what is unfolding behind closed doors inside team facilities is being described as far more than a routine coaching disagreement. According to the speaker, this is an unprecedented and calculated attempt to damage a player's career. The latest controversy has sent shockwaves through the sports world, centering on what the speaker describes as a deeply personal and carefully planned betrayal that has left many fans furious. For months, supporters believed the sport was built on merit, athletic excellence, and fair competition. But, according to the speaker, a network of institutional jealousy and internal power struggles has been working behind the scenes to undermine a generational talent. The speaker argues that the establishment could not accept the reality that a single rookie had become the league's biggest cultural attraction, overshadowing years of traditional leadership. Now, the speaker claims that Coach Stephanie White has made a devastating decision, designed to diminish Caitlin Clark's legacy, identity, and role on the court. If you think this is simply a routine benching or a temporary coaching adjustment, the speaker argues that you're missing the bigger picture. According to the speaker, something far more significant is unfolding. The speaker goes on to claim that reports from inside the team's locker room suggest the coaching staff not only considered removing the franchise's biggest star from the starting lineup, but also attempted to reassign her iconic number 22 jersey to another player on the roster.
See in the comments, for IDX Texas is right there. This is straight up CC shade. I don't know. It's definitely seeming like some shade. You already, and the team is better without Caitlin. Talks have already started. Her system works when CC is not in. CC interrupts her system because CC is her own system. You know what I'm saying? Look, she's low-key shading CC. Trade Caitlin, stop wasting her prime. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this is, everybody is saying she's shading Caitlin Clark. I felt like it was a bit of, it could have been something there. It might be something there. Stephanie White is definitely feeling herself after getting a win without Caitlin Clark. They took the podium.
According to the speaker, this represents a deliberate effort to strip away Caitlin Clark's professional identity, sending what the speaker describes as a clear message that the league establishment wants her pushed aside. The speaker argues that taking a globally recognized symbol, such as her jersey number, and giving it to another player would be an extraordinary sign of disrespect, fueling concerns among fans about how Clark is being treated. The speaker further claims that this situation reflects deeper institutional problems that go beyond ordinary basketball decisions. However, the speaker also argues that those responsible underestimated the loyalty of Clark's fan base, and that their plan encountered unexpected resistance in the form of Sophie Cunningham. Known for her intensity and fearless approach on the court, Cunningham is described by the speaker as stepping forward to challenge Coach White's narrative publicly, delivering what the speaker characterizes as a forceful response that left league officials struggling to answer the growing criticism.
I think that honestly, I don't know what our league does to help with that. If they really do anything, you can put out statements as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you're in an entertainment business. That's when mental toughness comes in. If you're going to live by praise, you're going to die by the hate. And so I think that's on the individual person to have mental toughness. Some people can deal with it, some people can't. And I think you can see the ones who can. And unfortunately, there are some who can't. And it's not beneficial to them. But you can't control what other people say or what other people do. All you can do is control yourself, how you treat people. Speak up, and support people who, maybe don't have a voice or don't have the courage to do that, but it's one of those things. You're in the entertainment business and you have to expect it.
How do you try to filter through some of that stuff?
According to the speaker, Sophie Cunningham did not hold back, openly criticizing what she describes as a management structure that has spent the entire season attempting to undermine the league's biggest star. The speaker claims that the first phase of this alleged effort involved allowing opposing players to cross the line of player safety while officials failed to intervene. When, according to the speaker, physical intimidation failed to slow Caitlin Clark's rise, the strategy supposedly shifted toward institutional benching, administrative decisions, and even an attempt to erase her iconic jersey number. The speaker argues that these allegations quickly spread across social media, igniting intense online debate and placing several people connected to the team under heavy public scrutiny. The speaker also claims that Tiasha Harris became caught in a heated exchange with angry fans online as the controversy escalated. As criticism continued to grow, the speaker argues that team representatives attempted to deflect responsibility through their online responses instead of addressing fans' concerns directly. According to the speaker, many fans believe they have had enough of what they see as media cover-ups, shifting narratives, and organizational deflection. The speaker concludes by claiming that supporters have flooded official team channels, documenting what they believe are repeated examples of disrespect toward the franchise's biggest star and every attempt, in their view, to minimize the seriousness of the controversy.
I think she did. She said, y'all be preying on people's downfalls. Y'all gotta stop putting down others to support y'all favorite. I had a bad shooting night for sure, but we got the dub. And what does that help our team as a whole? And whoever is your favorite, we all trying to help in any way we can. So that was Taisha Hines-Allen. Said on over here to her ex. Taisha Hines-Allen said, why y'all keep telling me to log off? So it's my own off day. Athletes can't have conversation without people thinking I'm fighting. My life is blessed and I am highly favored. Simon said, hey Ty, you got to get offline. Very unprofessional to be fighting with fans on X. Support y'all favorite. Also, making statements like this is toxic for team cohesion, making it sound like you have a resentment for CC and feeding into the online narratives. Try to have less than skin. Wow. Then she stated, my point, made up narratives, and I'm having a conversation like everybody else do on Twitter. Our team is good in the locker room. Trust me. Reread my tweet so you can fully comprehend. No one's holding resentment. We all trying to help in any way, shape, or form. I don't know, man. I don't know. You can't be saying nothing, bro. Somebody said you are not everyone else. You're a public figure on a major professional sports team who is...
According to the speaker, to understand the speed at which this situation is unfolding, you have to look at what they describe as the growing economic consequences facing the franchise. The speaker claims that a large segment of the fan base has declared financial resistance against the organization, arguing that ticket buyers, premium suite holders, and broadcasting partners are reconsidering their commitments after expecting to see one of the league's biggest stars on the court. The speaker further claims that attendance is declining, local businesses are feeling the impact, and some corporate sponsors are reviewing their marketing agreements. According to the speaker, the league's leadership miscalculated by allowing off-court controversies to overshadow the basketball product, and they now risk damaging the league's financial stability. The speaker also argues that concern has spread into executive offices where television partners are allegedly questioning whether the product being delivered matches the expectations tied to their broadcast agreements. According to the speaker, league officials and the coaching staff now face growing pressure from fans who no longer trust the direction of the organization. The speaker concludes by arguing that supporters ultimately hold the greatest influence because they decide whether to buy tickets, watch games, and support the league financially, claiming that no amount of public relations can overcome a loss of consumer confidence if fans choose to walk away.
Oof. How is anybody truly motivated by this woman? This is why I can never put a jealous has-been in charge of a star. Too damn petty. Your first statement is to throw shade at CC. You're that proud of your slow-ass system. Stephanie White is so unprofessional, she didn't even memorize the script. She had to have it in her hand. Yikes. Stephanie White voting Ty Harris for MVP. Shout out to you. We notice how much harder they play when Kaylin is out. They all of a sudden know how to rebound and screen better. I'm seeing that a lot as well. That apparently the team knows how to rotate on defense when Caitlin Clark's out. Shocker. They know how to grab more rebounds when Caitlin Clark is out. Shocker. They know how to hold screens when Caitlin Clark is out. What a surprise. What a surprise. Interesting. Then we have this post-game interaction of Becky Hammon smiling and chuckling with Stephanie White at the end of the game. I smell something fishy here. Uh-oh. Got Stephanie White. Come here, Becky. Give me a hug. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. This is it. This is what happened right here. This is what happened right here. Come here, Becky. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Yeah, thank you for sitting, Kennedy Carter. Thank you. We really needed to keep this narrative going. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much for keeping Kennedy Carter. Oh, and you sat Asia Wilson this game too? Thanks for sitting Asia Wilson. I appreciate that. Man, you really helped this narrative keep going. All right, see you later. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. The WNBA is a scripted drama show. It's not a serious professional league. And it is a reality show. It is a WNBA drama. Yeah. Not to mention covering her face when she's talking. Yeah. Why is White dressed like Michael Jackson? Well, you know what? Like Michael Jackson, she needs to beat it. Just beat it. Yeah, she needs
According to the speaker, internal whistleblower communications are continuing to surface through alternative media outlets, and the people allegedly responsible for these administrative decisions will be remembered as the architects of one of the greatest betrayals in professional sports. The speaker argues that the era of silent acceptance is over, replaced by growing calls for the immediate dismissal of the coaching staff, the removal of league leadership, and the restoration of what supporters view as the integrity of the game. The speaker further claims that this controversy has become a high-level institutional conflict that mainstream media organizations are allegedly downplaying to protect their financial relationships with the league and its corporate partners. The speaker concludes by encouraging viewers who want to follow what they describe as the unfiltered truth behind the coaching controversy. The alleged attempt to strip away Caitlin Clark's identity, and Sophie Cunningham's reported opposition to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications for future updates.
Caitlin Clark plays, they throw up 100. Old C note. No one cares but the 20% of the Caitlin Clark hater fans. Stephanie White is the worst coach in the WNBA by far. Even the coach works to undermine Caitlin Clark. It's a league mandate. I've tried to tell y'all this is all about agenda, and Stephanie White's leading the pack. Wilson didn't play. She's their entire team. There is nothing to celebrate. Oh, she's acting like this is game 7 of WNBA finals last night. Worst coach in the WNBA makes worst scripted post-game comments on the season. Most boring game with a half-full stadium. Ugly basketball against a team playing without their star player. I'm got to tell you, Caitlin Clark fans not having it. Steph looks so excited. Her blessing in disguise, having Caitlin Clark hurt, makes her so giddy. I told y'all. She thinks this team is better without Caitlin Clark, which has led Caitlin Clark fans to sarcastically do the, see, they are better without Caitlin. Better trader. See, your system runs better without Caitlin Clark. Better trader. I get it. I get it. People are fed up, man. People just aren't having it. And I get it. Fans want to watch what they want to watch. And sports is entertainment. And I promise you, last night, what did I watch last night? In lieu of watching this bullshit game.
According to the speaker, there are active efforts to reduce the visibility of this message, and viewers are encouraged to share it with other basketball fans before, in the speaker's view, it is suppressed. The speaker argues that the controversy extends far beyond online debate, claiming that an emergency internal communication was intercepted from within the organization's offices. According to the speaker, the alleged conversation captured a phone call between franchise ownership and the league commissioner shortly after Sophie Cunningham's public comments gained widespread attention, revealing what the speaker describes as an organization in a state of panic. The speaker urges viewers not to rely solely on mainstream media coverage, arguing that it presents a sanitized version of events. Finally, the speaker claims that additional information, including the alleged legal details of a proposed multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit involving the WNBA, will be released in a future update.